Hey Cancer Leo, welcome into your Gemini season energy reading. I thank you so much for tuning into this message. If you're new here, my name is Gabrielle. Welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back, my love. And if you're a channel member tuning into this message early, I love you so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. All right, Divine Universe, show me what's going on here for Cancer Leo during Gemini season, if you will. Thank you. All right, we've got the pendulum, okay? Pendulum or pendulum with 50 breaking down into a 5. Something being predictable or trying to predict something. You have angel with protection. And the crossroad. Ooh, and the stairs. Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting Cancer Leo, you have an opportunity to choose a new path or move on from something or let something go. I feel like if you've been asking the universe for signs, they've been coming in. They've been coming in, or they have led you to this crossroads. Some sort of choice or decision has to be made. You got 50 and 51. And I believe that's 15 in Roman numerals, but that's another, I want to say a mistype. Where is the crossroad? What's that number? I think we've gotten that before. Hold on one second. 51. It's actually number 13 in this deck, okay? So 13 or 4 could also be significant. 6 could be a significant number as well. 4, 5, and 6 here. Okay. I almost feel like you might be asking the divine for something that you're meant to initiate. Almost as like the divine is taking you as far, well, the divine can always take you far, but taking you up to a point where you have to now make the next move before they can step in and assist or help. Yeah, maybe this is about some sort of movement. Some sort of ascension. If you hear that jet. Yeah, your angels are waiting on you, Cancer Leo. They're waiting on you to make your mind up about what you want. And they're never going to force you to do anything. Okay. And I feel like with the crossroads, it says, like, no matter which road you take, there's going to be, you're not going to be able to avoid challenges or obstacles. You know what I mean? Things that are going to learn and grow you or help you learn and grow. So it's almost like your angels are sitting here really neutral, Cancer Leo. It's like, it's what you want. Okay, so maybe this is a season of you getting down to the nitty gritty when it comes to what you want. Nitty gritty? Okay, I don't know what that means. The nitty gritty. Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe you're trying to avoid being impulsive. Okay, this season might make you a bit more impulsive. Temperance, and you got to exercise patience. Or like I said, you're waiting on the sign while Spirit's waiting on you. Clarify. Whoa. Page of Swords with the Queen of Cups. Clarify Knight of Wands with Temperance for the Pendulum. The Hangman, yeah. It's like, yeah, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, okay, they're waiting on you to make a choice and a decision. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting with that. Queen of Pentacles, right. It's about what you're willing to nurture, what you want to grow, High Priestess. Trusting yourself. Six of Cups. What's going to make you happy? What's going to bring you balance? Maybe this is all kind of new for you here, activating this kind of patience or practicing this level of patience where you would normally just throw yourself forward and see what happens. I feel like you have more self-awareness now, so that's not as easy to do as it maybe used to be. Clarify the angel. I know the angel is a sign of protection. Three of Swords with the Star. I think you got to let go of something here, Cancer, Leo. Maybe this is a situation where you got to put your heart into something. Tower energy, yeah. Maybe you got to put your heart into something and you're afraid to. Ah, come on now. Stay straight. Clarify. Yeah, Two of Wands. Right. Your angels aren't going to make this choice or decision for you, Cancer, Leo. I know that might feel like the easier way to handle this. Like, why can't you just show me? Why can't you just do it for me? That kind of a thing. That's not how this is meant to go. It's like your spirit team wants you to choose the path that you feel you're ready for. And then you work from there. Okay, what's between the angel and the crossroads? Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Opportunity is in front of you. But I don't know that you're confident about this opportunity, Seven of Pentacles. Or you just don't want to fail, which is normal, natural, very human. What's the crossroads? The Ten of Wands, okay. What's the crossroads? Ten of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Oh, do you do something by yourself or do you let others in? Or one road is you doing it alone and then another, there's help. But then it's like trusting people. Ah, okay, I get it. Yeah. Especially with this Three of Swords here. You've put your faith and your hope in people and they've definitely let you down in some way. Maybe it was an imbalanced energy. Like you had more hope in others than yourself. Something about that. This is something you have to pull from within you, Cancer, Leo. Again, I can't get away from that. It's like, yeah, the angels aren't going to highlight which way, you know, is going to be the best. It's something that you from the inside out have to discern and then they'll step in and support that choice and that decision. So this is about choices and decisions. Maybe this is also about like intention. I'm kind of getting that with this Two of Wands in reverse. You do have the devil energy behind here, right? It's fear. Fear holding you back a little bit, Cancer, Leo. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Cups. I almost feel like maybe the options that you're being faced with, Cancer, Leo, is like do things as you always would, have the same result, or try something new and try something different. Clarify. Ten of Wands, Two of Cups. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, right? Emperor. Where do you see yourself thriving? What do you feel calls out the Emperor or that leader in you, regardless of your gender? Because I think your soul, you really want to lead. It's something in your soul that it has that leader. It's that Leo energy in you, okay? You enjoy the leadership position. You enjoy the leadership role. You enjoy when people look to you for that kind of corralling or morale or like guidance or energy in some sort of way. But it's almost like maybe that path to leadership that you crave actually includes other people. Whereas maybe in your mind, it's like, if I'm going to be the leader, I got to do it on my own kind of a thing. Multiple ways to the same result. Okay, let's read this from the book right quick. 50 and the pendulum. Pendulum? I want to say pendulum. Okay. This is a sign of answered prayers. What's meant for you is not going to pass you by. The prayers you are planting, the intentions you are setting, and the work you are doing for your growth are energy that's being sent to the universe, and it's listening. The pendulum is a sign that lovingly says your messages are heard here, Cancer, Leo. All the energy and the intention you have set in the universe is not wasted. The more you work on your inner self, like I was saying, it has to come from the inside, the more things will start to align in the exterior world. So I think you've spent a fair amount of time here, Cancer, Leo, looking out to the world around you, where it's the world within you that's going to push you forward or help you make this choice and decision, okay? When it comes to relationships or situations, perhaps you've outgrown some of them and feel like they no longer fit you, and that's okay. It just means that you're making room for your soul family, looking for connections in alignment with your truth, okay? And looking for connections, in alignment with your truth. And this will require you to question who you were so you can get to know who you are now. That's the name of the season. You're getting to know yourself in new ways, and that means something different when it comes to how you approach your life. So maybe there's a lot of first house energy you're navigating right now, or a lot of aspects or connections to your first house. Oh, Lord Jesus, I just heard them wings. Sorry, there's like hornets or like yellow jackets that are buzzing around. They're out. I think they're trying to make a nest somewhere. Anyway, and maybe that's all maybe for reason and for purpose. Trying to make a nest somewhere. Okay? It's like you're trying to figure out where to nest this Ace of Pentacles. But you have to get to know who you are now in order to do that properly. So there's new parts of yourself that are ready to be explored, ready to kind of see the world and be introduced to your awareness or within your awareness. All right, 51. And the angel, again, a sign of guidance and protection. The angel says that you are safe and you are guided and protected. Angelical forces are all around you, but it takes a soft and gentle heart to see them. To feel their presence, you need to pay attention to the subtle magic around you. And it's in the little details that divinity reveals itself sometimes. It's a beautiful butterfly on the window or a friend who randomly crosses your path. A number on a license plate may call your attention to it, or a special song that suddenly comes on the radio. But the signs are always finding their way to you. So again, you're getting all the signs that you need, okay, to make this choice and decision. It's just about trusting it. The more you start to notice the subtle magic in the little things, the more you open yourself up to receive messages from higher beings. The angel means something wonderful is about to come into your life, Ace of Pentacles, okay? But first, you must believe it with all your heart that you deserve the magic. So plant a little seed of hope in your heart and be grateful for the protection you've received. Yeah. So your angels are going to protect you so you can see this Ace of Pentacles all the way through, okay? But you got to believe that. You have to trust that. And when you trust, you'll be able to move. And I feel like here, Cancer, Leo, any sort of stagnation is a lack of trust. When it comes to what you're facing right now, any sort of stagnation is just a lack of trust. So once you feel that energy, figure out a way to trust yourself, figure out a way to trust the divine so that you can move forward, okay? And this crossroads, I believe we said number 13, right? Yeah, this is a moment of choices, right? When you face making a decision, it's easy to become overwhelmed. Regardless of how big or small the decision is, fear can be life-stopping, exactly. But you need to understand that trying to make the right choice, all the time and avoid all suffering is impossible. Any path you choose will have joy and struggles. That's what makes life. The only thing you can do is choose a path and make the best of it by committing to it. You need to get past your fear to make choices without trying to have full control of the outcome. Instead, commit to setting your intentions and making the best of any situation that comes your way. Whatever you do, do it fully, Cancer, Leo, consciously and passionately. Know that dreams, projects, relationships need consistency and dedication. So don't abandon them at the first sign of struggle. Don't almost try. Don't almost love. Don't almost live. Give yourself entirely to the moment or the person, and don't dwell in the wouldas, okay? The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Try not to go down that road. They will clutter your vision, keep you from fully enjoying your present, then lead to a life of regrets, okay? So trust that whatever unfolds from your decisions is exactly what your heart needs to learn at the moment, and whatever path you didn't choose wasn't meant for you anyway, okay? So maybe there's a little bit of acceptance. Maybe you've already chosen a path here, Cancer, Leo, and it's maybe not shaping out the way you thought it would or hoped it would. It doesn't mean you're on the wrong path, okay? Give yourself a little bit of grace and some time. Give the path a little bit of grace and time. Trust that your guides are working things for you. The divine is always working things out in your favor, okay? And that if you did make a decision, you made a choice ultimately that is going to provide you with the lessons and the knowledge that your soul, your heart, your mind needs, okay? So lean into it. King of Swords, making a choice and decision. Maybe there are a lot of choices and decisions that you have to make here, especially maybe when it comes to your happiness. 9 of Cups. What's this 9 of Cups? What's the happiness? Thank you. The Lovers, right. So this could be about a relationship, a partnership, or just making healthier choices for yourself. Choices that show the love that you have for yourself. Maybe you spent some time making choices that reflected a little bit of lack of self-love, okay? And that's okay. We all do. Nobody's exempt from that. You got the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe getting back to basics, whatever that might mean for you. Okay, got the 10 of Cups here too. Might actually work out better in your favor right now. Okay. I think too, you might be a part of that heart chakra wave that's happening within the collective consciousness. You got the 2 of Swords. Yeah, absolutely that heart chakra group. Okay, Cancer, Leo. Where you're awakening to the power and the magnetism of your heart chakra and your heart center, where you give and receive abundance. And rather than disregarding that energy as weakness, looking at it as a guide or an aid when making choices and decisions, so that everything you do can be as in alignment with you as possible, okay? And the 8 of Cups. And maybe for some of you, maybe in order to choose the path you really want to go down, or that really calls to you here, Cancer, Leo, you'll have to detach from other things. Maybe that's the fear. Maybe that's what's holding you back too, okay? But I also get this is you just maybe letting the past be the past, not allowing your past to define your present and dictate your future. And you are in control of that. No one else is. Okay? So maybe there's a little bit of accountability here, Cancer, Leo, that you're working through in Gemini season, which is always beautiful, always good to do. Queen of Wands, right. You create the energy. You create it. And that can be empowering at times. That can also be overwhelming at times. It's all a matter of perspective with the Hangman. And maybe for some of you, again, maybe you feel like you're too deep on a path to go back and choose another one. And maybe that's true, okay? But it doesn't mean that the path you're on won't lead you to something worthwhile. Yeah, I think for some of y'all, it's like too deep into the path, too far down it to really go back and change anything. But you can apply the new awareness to where you are on that path now, okay? Yeah, and if there is a little bit of like regret, I should have done this, I should have did that, and you know, had I known this, then I would have done that, and try to not go down that rabbit hole, okay? You can waste a lot of time and a lot of energy being in that shoulda, coulda, woulda mindset. All you have is the now moment. Do the best you can. Okay? Truth. Do the best that you can. Okay? Maybe there is a truth that you're still trying to discover about yourself or within yourself, or really trying to figure out, yeah, Two of Swords, what do you really want? Healing chaos. Okay, so you're looking for healing. What else is the destined outcome? Community. Yeah, you don't want to be alone. Who truly does? Even if there is more comfort in being alone, I don't believe, well, you know, everybody is always nuanced. It's fine. I don't believe we were made to be alone is what I'll say, okay? But if you feel better alone, you feel better alone, and that's for you, okay? But if you don't, then that's okay too. You want community? That's okay to want. That's okay to ask for. That's okay to find and search for or allow to come to you in some way. Yeah. Maybe for some of you, this crossroads might pull you away from a community that has actually put you in a lot of chaos. Okay? And maybe you're starting to find the healing that that chaos is offering you. But ultimately, there might be a change in community that's necessary here. Okay? Yeah, and that's the truth. Clarify. What might be the destined outcome of this energy for Cancer, Leo? Power came right back out, and potential. You have a lot of potential. Okay, a lot of wonderful things that you can create for yourself here, Cancer, Leo. It does require shifts and changes, though, and I kind of feel like that Leo energy might be struggling with the changes. Seeking out a little bit more comfort with that Cancer energy, and this might be uncomfortable truths coming in that will change your direction or might actually shift your community. But what will happen is your power. Like, you will activate your inner power. You will be stepping into your power, or this will be a path, whatever path you choose will reflect back your power to you and the truth of that power, which could tell you that you've had the power to change your circumstances all along. Maybe what you felt was super complex was actually very simple, you know? It's something like that. The answer might have already been in your face or under your nose this whole time, but now you're stepping into the awareness to be able to see it, which is a beautiful thing, okay? And I do think you are going to find the right community for you if that's what you're seeking here, connection and community with others. You might have to move, though, for some of y'all, and maybe that's the truth. You might have to move, okay? Some of y'all got a big move coming up. Congratulations on that in advance. All right, but let me know if any of this spoke to you, connected with you throughout Gemini season down in the comments. I thank you so much for tuning into this message again. And if you've made it this far, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Sometimes YouTube likes to unsubscribe people, so double check that. Also like this video so it can circulate out to your fellow Cancer Leos out there in the YouTube world. And if you enjoy these messages and would like to watch them early and ad-free, okay, you can join the channel. And if you want cusp astrology readings, cusp love readings, full and new moon readings, as well as first half of the month, second half of the month readings, all of that is housed over on Patreon. Okay, so check out those options over there, all linked in the description box below. If you'd like a personal reading, you can book that on my website, cuspofroses.com/reads. Also linked for your convenience down in the description box. Okay, my loves? I really do hope that this was helpful and it serves you when it's meant to, Cancer Leo, and I'll see you next season. Namaste.